Hey Sagittarius, how are you? My name is Danielle. Welcome to Moonlight Intuition. This is going to be a general reading for you, and if there are messages that resonate with you in this reading, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I post weekly readings for free, so if you want to keep up with that, please subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading, all the info for that is in the description box below. Let's see what we got for you. Ooh, I like this reading. Okay. Aha. Okay. This is a great reading. So first of all, we have the Magician reversed. We have the 10 of Cups. And we have the 5 of Cups reversed. Okay, so there's something here about manifestation, and it may be that it's like you're kind of forgetting how magical you are, I think. And I think it's like to kind of, there's something I think here. And now, not to say that, you know, sometimes it's like we have this attitude of like, oh, well, so many people have it worse, which is so true. But it's also like, it's like a double thing, right? To kind of be grateful for what we have, absolutely, while also tending to us, right? It's like my Grammy always used to say, like when she was still living, she was like, so many people have it worse than me in other places, but that doesn't fix my problem. So, because it's like at the end of the day, you know, we're only responsible for ourselves. And the only thing that can really make us feel fulfilled and, you know, loved is us. And so, I mean that, I think you kind of know what I mean. So there's kind of a thing here. So, and again, it's not to say like, that you haven't been through any struggles, or that perhaps you are not going through any struggles. The world is pretty cuckoo caca right now, absolutely. But there is something here. I know I don't really read the cards in like order, but there's something here about returning to gratitude, like returning, almost like making it into a bit of a practice, right? And whether that's you're like, okay, I'm gonna put a journal on my bedside table in the morning. So in the morning, it's the first thing I see. And at night, it's the last thing I see. And I'll put a timer for 30 seconds for all I care, right? And write one thing, 2 things, 3 things, 100 things that I feel grateful for, okay? Because there's something here, because I mean, really this is kind of the key to freedom with the 5 of Cups. And this being reversed, there's kind of something I think that maybe like, to remember that the magic of life is always there. And, you know, I mean, I went through this phase personally that I was like, I've lost all my manifesting powers. And I was like, no, I think I was still manifesting. It's just I was manifesting a lot of negativity, right? And because you are so powerful, Sagittarius, you are so powerful. And the Magician here is truly like taking anything from our thoughts, emotions, imagination, just the metaphysical world in general, and manifesting it into reality, right? So if you can see, and this really starts, I mean, the Fool in tarot is 0 and the Magician is 1. So this is kind of like marking the end of a new cycle. It might even be that it's like, it might even be for some of you, I mean, this is a general reading, take it if it resonates, but it might even be that some of you that like, you're gonna manifest things that you've been waiting for very soon, that it's like almost there. And it might be just that your key is maybe even like sometimes it's just kind of like let things play out. But while you do that, to also kind of, I mean, this card, this person is looking and kind of grieving over the cups that are spilled over. And then, you know, forgetting that there's 2 full cups right here. And then just beyond, look, there's a bridge, a castle, a river. There's like a whole other adventure. In Sagittarius, you are an adventure personified. I always say this. You are meant to like be the living, breathing personification of an adventure. And also this card can be kind of grieving something that you're kind of like not even into anymore, right? It can be kind of like, yeah, does that make sense? Because really the story of the 5 of Cups is like someone who is grieving over the fact that he or she has lost his or her taste for wine. Being like, oh, yeah, this used to be my favorite wine. And now I drink it and it's just not cutting it. You know, so there's that too. So for some of you that may resonate, but there is something about kind of while you're maybe in a bit of a I don't know if some of you feel like you're kind of in a limbo. I mean, many people do. And also we're in Pisces season. So in terms of astrology, Pisces season is kind of like a, you know, just let things wash away. Like take a hot minute, take a breath. Don't try to like fix or figure things out right now, because it's like we have a new energetic year coming. Aries season is like March 19th. It's a whole new burst of energy that's coming very soon. And Pisces season is water. It's very dreamy. It's deep. There's no boundaries. Like kind of a, you know, a metaphor of Pisces, or like an analogy is like a river spilling into the ocean. It's like, where does the river end and the ocean begin? So you might just find yourself at a place of not where you used to be and not quite where you're going, but it's to remember to keep turning. And even you have to put this into practice, to turn back towards gratitude. Okay. And again, then you can go back to looking at this, and then, okay. And again, if it's like 30 seconds a day, this will help. It'll just help you get through kind of this process of what you're experiencing right now. You know what I mean? So again, you're not where you used to be. You're not quite where you're going yet. And to remember, so if that's the case, which option feels better, right? Which will be more productive? Like how has, you know what I mean? Think of anybody. How has like sitting around and worrying and dwelling and ruminating ever helped anybody or anything? And it's a place that we can really get stuck in. And it's so crazy too. I was like listening to this video today. It's like, we always just like, we're so prepared and open for like the worst case scenario. It's like even this chick I was listening to, I forget her name. If I think of it, I'll tag her below. But anyway, she was like, yeah, it's like, think of it like insurance. That's why it's a whole like thing. Oh yeah, well, I better get this in case I crash my car and whatever, which is like, well, to protect whatever. But you know what I mean? It's like, start expecting the best. Like I feel like you're about to kind of go on a new adventure in life, right? And for some of you, that might be legitimately, like you might literally be moving, traveling. Some of you, it might just be an inner journey, which usually leads to changing your outer reality. You know, you might be like, I see the world in a whole new perspective, and like all the things I want, I can have because I'm deserving and I'm fun. I am here to learn. I have like a gajillion other things to learn. I still have like 75 years here on this planet or however long, and like, I want to learn. It's like sometimes just shifting your perspective. And this will come, I think you might, you know, because again, this is reverse. It might just be kind of putting that into practice again, of feeling, so grateful and magical for everything you have, and like even start feeling it's like to turn from the past to even towards the future. And it takes time, and like wherever we're at, we're just at, right? And it's like to trust that too. I mean, I went through a path. I went through like a pretty much like dark night of the soul for like I don't even know, a while. And there was a time that I was like, you know, I don't know if I'll ever get out of this, if I'll ever, you know, feel magical again. But anytime I get like a glimpse of my higher self, I was always so aware that I was like, Danielle, you are in the most powerful phase of your life ever. And I did come out of it. And now it's like, and then finally you start seeing a hopeful future again. And then things start manifesting again, because things have to coalesce in the metaphysical world first, right? It's like everything that's on this planet in physical form started in the metaphysical world. Someone imagined it, thought it, dreamt it, and then took the practical steps to like bring things into reality. So it's like, just know that it's like, if there are things that you're like, even if it's like a decision, right? That you're like, this or that, right? That even that, also I'm a pet sitter professionally, and we have this baby's Charlie. There's someone in the hall, he's like, it's so lovely to have the energy of animals while I do these. So that it's like, even if it's like a decision or something that you're just not sure, or something that you're like, I want this to happen, it's like, just trust that it's coming, right? And that you're like always, and you do have the power to make this process easier. And I think it's returning to gratitude, okay? You're the magician, Sagittarius. You're the motherfucking magician. And it's like this card, the 10 of Cups, is just, I think, where you're headed. I think this is going to be like a big mindset shift for you over the next year. Like, again, the new energetic year starts March 19th. Like, spring starts, Aries season starts, the whole energetic year starts again. And this is kind of like, I mean, the world, and you're such a person of the world, Sagittarius, and the world is not an easy place for a lot of people these days, right? And I think you're going to come, and I think you're maybe aware of this, and you're kind of wanting to step into this, but you're just not quite there yet, maybe, that it's like, you will choose happiness no matter what, right? And you can handle anything. And this is really a card of like the outer world being like, but it's like, look at this, the love I have for myself and others, the love I have for nature, the world. I have my lover, my kids, if that's relevant to you, but it's like just my people, my chosen family. I have everything I need. I have food in my belly. I love good music. I love dancing. I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna savor the shit out of this life, okay? So if you do feel like this, don't worry. You're not gonna be here forever. And I do suggest, yeah, make it easy on yourself. Start a little gratitude practice, whether it's writing it down or even just thinking it. And I think you have it in you to feel it in your body. Because the true power of gratitude is a feeling in the body. And I think you know this feeling, that it's like just going outside and like looking at the trees and like, look at the sun in the leaves and like, oh my God, like I think you have that in you. And we want you to return to that feeling in your body, because that's how true manifestation comes. It's not just being like, I want this, I'm great. It's like a feeling, because it's like a thought creates a feeling in the body, and that feeling in the body is an emotion, which then sends out a frequency to the universe, and that's what we get in return. It's like a boomerang. So if we're like, I hate everything, everyone, I don't know what I'm doing, it's like, and that's okay. It's okay. It's just all cycles. It creates a feeling in the body. It's like, oh, my stomach hurts, my heart. That creates a frequency, and that's kind of what we get more of. So you're always a magician. It's just, I think you're going to head towards a shift. Your mindset and your perception of life. And I think you're going to go through a lot of positive changes this year that for some of you, they might not all be easy, but I think you are heading towards a brand new version of yourself, right? Kind of like the second half, or like the first chapter 1 of your new like version of you, which is very exciting. I just love you. You are a magician. Charlie loves you too. He told me he loves you. You are pure magic. There's so much adventure coming. Your inner world is changing, and it's going to keep changing. If you're low, just return to gratitude as much as you can. Feel it. Go out, put your face in the sun and be like, yeah, that feels good. And you're just going to keep like build a momentum back in that direction, right? Instead of the momentum pulling you down into like you know what I mean? And some things you're like, I don't even like this anymore. Why am I like grieving this? I don't like you. I don't like this. I don't like how I make my money. I hate this job. Like, you know what I mean? It's almost like, I don't even fucking care. It's like, I'm going to do something else. That's good for me, because you're the archer. You're meant to see the whole world, literally and metaphorically. I love you, Sagittarius. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave me a comment. It all helps the channel grow, and I so appreciate you. Sending you so much love.